They say a woman my age should be calm, gentle, and invisible. But when my husband kicked me out for a woman young enough to be my daughter, something powerful awakened inside me, something neither of them ever expected. My name is Emma Hale. I am 60 years old, and I believed I had already survived my share of storms, raising children, losing my parents, beating cancer, and keeping alive a marriage that had long stopped feeling alive. I thought the worst was behind me. I was wrong. It happened on a warm Thursday evening. Daniel, my husband of 40 years, stood in the living room with a strange, excited expression on his face. When he spoke, my world collapsed in a single breath. "Emma, you need to leave. I'm with someone else." At first I thought it was a cruel joke, but then I saw my suitcase by the door, and behind him, half hidden, was a young woman, no more than 28, watching me with a mix of guilt and triumph. "I love her," Daniel said. "She makes me feel alive again." I didn't scream. I didn't fall apart. Instead, a strange calm wrapped around me. I picked up my suitcase, walked out, and as I stepped into the night air, something inside me began to burn, not with destruction, but with clarity. The next morning, as I sat in my sister's guest room sipping tea, I realized something important. The house wasn't his. The savings weren't his. The retirement fund wasn't his. Everything we built together. My name, Emma Hale, was on every paper, every account, every property. And so I called a lawyer. Maureen, silver-haired and sharp, listened to my story with steady eyes. "Emma," she said, "your husband had no right to remove you from your own home, and based on what you've told me, you are entitled to at least half of everything. Possibly more?" She asked if I wanted to proceed. "Yes," I said. "Let's begin." Within a week, Daniel received the first legal notice. He called me repeatedly. "Emma, what have you done? We can work this out. You're ruining my life." I ignored him. Then a message arrived from the young woman, Lila. "You didn't have to involve lawyers," she wrote. I simply replied, "This is between me and my husband." 2 weeks later, Maureen discovered something big. Daniel had a secret bank account, opened 5 years earlier, containing over $200,000. He had hidden it under another name, but he used our home address, making it legally joint property. The cracks in Daniel and Lila's perfect little world began to show. They stopped posting photos, friends whispered, and then Daniel showed up at my sister's house unexpectedly. He looked tired, older somehow. "Emma, please, you're destroying everything," he said. "No," I replied. "I'm just taking back what's mine." Then he said the words that revealed everything. "Lila is furious. She said she didn't sign up for all this stress." Paradise was collapsing. Freedom came to me slowly. Morning walks, quiet tea, journaling, a writing group, a man in the park who smiled politely, and one day, I found myself smiling back. But just as peace settled in, another storm hit. Daniel filed a counterclaim demanding the house, half my pension, even compensation for emotional hardship. Maureen laughed when she read it. "He won't get a thing," she said. One evening after a long day I cried, not for him, but for the woman I used to be. The woman who gave too much, forgave too much, trusted too much. Then something unexpected happened. Lila approached me outside my writing group. Her eyes were red, her voice trembling. "Emma, I didn't know he was married," she said. "He lied to me. He told me you were already separated, and now he wants to marry me, but he's trying to control everything. He scares me." She was not the villain. She was young, naive, manipulated. "You don't owe him anything," I told her gently. "His mistakes aren't yours to carry." The day of the court hearing arrived. Daniel looked broken. When the judge read the evidence, especially the secret account, everything became clear. I was awarded the house, half the business, a portion of the secret account, and full rights to my retirement. Daniel was ordered to pay all legal fees and vacate the property immediately. It was over. Moving back into my home felt strange at first, but soon it became mine. I repainted the walls, donated old furniture, filled the rooms with plants and light, and I adopted a little rescue dog named Clover who quickly became my shadow. One afternoon, while walking Clover by the pier, I saw the same man from before. This time, he smiled first. "Beautiful dog," he said. We talked for 10 minutes, that was all. But it was enough to make the day brighter. Months passed, my hair grew a little longer. My laughter returned. I began writing again. Stories about resilience, rebirth, and women rediscovering themselves after 60. One evening, sitting on my porch with Clover curled at my feet, I realized something powerful. Daniel did not end my life. He set it free. My phone buzzed with a message from the kind man at the pier, asking if I'd like to join him for coffee. I smiled. A new beginning. A new chapter. A new Emma. Sometimes the door that closes is the door that finally sets you free.